beckoning him and challenging him, come ride me, come ride me, come ride these waves. And he heard the calls of ancient Hawaii. And when you're a surfer, your heart beats kind of hard when you paddle in the waves that are so big and you've never ridden before. Few surfers know the chilling ecstasy of riding a wave that could kill you. We all had surfboards down through the years, and I don't know about you, but certainly Joey and Paul, boards that we became part of our lives, and we named them. Joey's, my favorite, was a Gray Ghost. I had a wonderful board that I rode for years called the Blue Max. This Hawaiian's board, his name was Papa Nui. 1917. It was 16 feet long and weighed about 120 pounds. It's in the Bishop Museum now. And so these young men took their boards and started paddling for the horizon. And you have to know Waikiki Bay when it's big like that, because you just don't paddle out in a channel. You kind of paddle through a little break and you stop and you wait and they paddled out to the most distant point outside Diamond Head, to a spot in ancient Hawaii that was called Kalahuawehi, with a great, magnificent legend to it. Down through the years, in the earlier part of the century, they call it Steamer Lane, because the steamships would come out of Honolulu Harbor and head to the west coast, and you'd be out in the blue and it looked like the ships were going to hit you. They called it bluebirds because the Eevee birds that fished in the deeper ocean would dive for fish out there. But it became to be known in modern times as castle surf. It must have been 15 to 20 feet that day, because waves were lining up across the Bay of Waikiki. And they went out there, and here's a question that this man answered, and I think Joey, Paul, and I learned a lot just from watching him. Would you as surfers want to catch a lot of good waves? Or would you want to catch the best wave? There's no answer to that question. It's whatever makes you happy surfing. This man sat outside the pack on Papa Nui, and he waited patiently. He wasn't going to be like his friends sitting inside and taking off at every good wave that came along. He was going to wait for the best wave. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited. And like rogue waves in the ocean that you hear about that overtake ships, and soon, as surfers know, he felt it coming. And he spun to the outside, and he saw across the whole Bay of Waikiki this huge wall of water coming. And he's paddling an angle out to meet it. The right moment he spun, Papa Nui sat up and twisted it with his legs like we used to have to do with big boards. And slowly, he took these big, massive strokes. He had massive hands. Whoosh, whoosh. And like a large truck or tractor, it slowly picked up momentum, and the wave picked him up. And before he knew it, he was sliding down the face of probably the biggest wave that was ever ridden, because no one was riding the North Shore back then. And he was flying across his face of the wave like Jack London's Brown Mercury that you know so well from his prose, written about the same time. And he rode into the Bay of Waikiki, and he rode through Publix, and he rode through Kunas, and he rode through outside Queens. And when he got to outside canoe surf, this massive wall of water in the middle of the Bay of Waikiki collapsed around him like an exploding bomb. And he took Papa Nui and he pointed it straight in, and he knew that Papa Nui, being 120 pounds, would take the explosion of this wave breaking, and he managed to keep it straight. He rode right to shore. That was his wave. It washed up on the beach, and he stepped off on the beach. The wave washed up the beach and washed back down the beach and disappeared into eternity. And he stood there on the beach, triumphantly riding this wave like no man had ever ridden. And thus was born the legend of Duke Kahanamoku. But in those days,